Hi folks, John Braun with Hitman Advertising here. We're going to talk about getting cleaning clients with holiday EDDM postcards in any neighborhood. Right now, in November, December, it's the best time, really, to get new clients. The only other better time or equally as good time might be the spring. But November, December, perfect. People are thinking about sprucing up their house and having guests over, and this is great news for cleaning companies. So one of the things that I recommend that you do is become the cleaner of choice in some of the top neighborhoods in your city. And you can do this through EDDM. That's Every Door Direct Mail. It's a program by the United States Postal System where you can target houses in any neighborhood for as little as 17.5 cents for postage, not 49 cents like normal, or 34 cents for a small postcard, or even the 26 cents bulk mail rate, but 17.5 cents. So this is great and a really attractive thing. Right? Now the thing is, you can actually send, and it's required with EDDM that you use large postcards. So we're going to talk more about that in just a minute. But we have ways of helping you get these large postcards printed for as little as 5 cents each. Now that varies depending on the size of the postcard and how many that you're getting printed up. But I usually recommend that you have a full color, glossy, nice, beautiful, impactful postcard if you're going to bother to actually do this. You want to get the most impact that you can and make a good impact for your company. Now, that's as little as 22.5 cents total for each home. Not 50 cents or a dollar, but I mean for the postage and for the printing, as little as 22.5 cents total for each home. So that's pretty sweet. And the other really sweet thing about this is you can target even just small areas of town and small neighborhoods, as little as 300 homes. And it's really by the mail route that you're targeting, but most mail routes are anywhere between 300 and 700 homes. So this is an attractive thing too, because you can do it on a small budget in small areas of town. So what I want to do is I want to show you a few proven holiday EDDM campaigns that we've used in my own cleaning company and some of my clients have used in their cleaning company. So this is one that we did a couple of years ago that did really well. The headline was actually a headline that I've tested for years and made a lot of money off of in our newspaper. So now we transferred that same exact type headline to EDDM mailing. In the headlines, you'll get the cleanest carpet, tile, and rugs in our city, or it's free. And we go on to talk a little bit about our reputation. We talk a little bit about some of the things that we've done, and we let them know kind of the difference between steam cleaning or dry cleaning. We kind of do both in different scenarios, but we just let them know, because that's on some people's mind, we let them know the ins and outs of some of that. And then we let them know about some of the offers that we've got, in this case, the free bottle of spot remover. And then we let them know about our guarantees, why we have a good reputation, a little bit more about our guarantee, why they can trust us, a little bit about our shop, where we're located and what we do, and then a little tidbit about the offer. Now, the other side, we talk a little bit more about why they're going to love us. We talk more about our guarantee, because these are the things that people are wondering about. Why should I trust you? Well, we tell them that. We lay that out and explain that, and then we give them an offer. Now, I don't normally do a whole lot of dollar amount offers. In fact, that's something I rarely do. In this case, we did it and it worked well, but it's done in increments. So it's $10 off for if you only get $100 to $150, $25 off. And again, don't get bogged down with that part. You can do more or less or something completely different. We're going to talk a little bit more about offers in a minute, but the big thing is do some type of an offer. And I don't necessarily recommend that it be a percentage off, and really don't recommend that it be 5 rooms for X dollars, $99 or whatever. And the reason behind that is because that's what most of your competitors are doing. I always recommend that you run the other way from what your competitors are doing, and they normally don't do something exactly like this, at least in my city, so we do that. Then we explain the steps in our cleaning system. Now, this has been a really good postcard, a really solid response, and a really good postcard for us. So here's another one that's done really, really well for us. This is similar to what you might have seen as a 5-around neighborhood doorknob hanger, right? Where you walk around after a job and you deliver a doorknob hanger to 5 of the homes around the home that you clean. So this is the same concept, except for here, after we clean in a neighborhood or in a particular home, we're targeting the entire neighborhood with this offer. So this is really, really sweet, where we're coming in and telling them your neighbors just got clean for the holidays, so now here's 3 free gifts for you. It's a reason why we're doing this, and we give them the 3 free gifts. Again, don't get bogged down in the gifts. I mean, look at it a little bit, take some ideas. You don't have to do them exactly like this, but I usually tend to like to give free gifts with an obligation to get at least our minimum service done. So we're not just giving them the gifts and then them not obligating back to us to give us a job. They at least have to pay for our minimum service. So here we talk about some of the specifics that they have to call and book a cleaning. Some of the times we'll actually put what the minimum amount is in that area, sometimes not. It kind of depends. We'll let them know why we're doing the offer, which is because we were just at your neighbor's house, and all of that falls in line with the truth and the reality of what we're doing, and it puts a deadline and lets them know, gives our website, lets them know a little bit about what we do. On the other side, we just clean your neighbor's house in the street that we cleaned at. Now, this is an important thing. Here, put either the picture of the front of the neighborhood, or if you can, a picture of the house of the client that you just cleaned at. You want to give proof. You don't want to just say, we were just there. You want to give proof that we were just there. This is powerful stuff. And we put the street that we cleaned on. If we had permission and we do have the actual house, we might even put the address number that we just cleaned at. And then we give them a little Dear Neighbor letter. We just cleaned over there at your friend's neighbor's house. Now we want to give you 3 free gifts. In case you don't know me, here's a little bit about me, here's a little bit about my guarantee, and a little bit more about the offers that we're doing. On the other side, we say turn over and see about the offers. So the real thing is it's catching attention, because it's having the picture of the front of the neighborhood, it's having the picture of the client's house, letting them know where we cleaned at, and it's powerful in that aspect. Again, we're doing a neighborhood 5 around for the entire neighborhood. Maybe even not just that neighborhood, but that neighborhood and the neighborhood next to that, maybe even the neighborhood next to that. But that's fine too, because they're still their neighbors, and it's still powerful, especially if this was the best neighborhood of the 3 neighborhoods. And it's even more powerful because who doesn't want to get cleaning done by the same company that already cleaned in the best neighborhood, right? You got to think about the salesmanship in that. So this has been one of our best responding postcards. Now, and like I mentioned, when you do EDDM, it has to be a bigger postcard. This is an 8 by 10 inch postcard. That's one of the more common sizes that we do. We also do a lot of 8.5 by 11 inch postcards. This particular postcard for our members, we can print as little, 1,000 of these for as little as $136, 2,500 of them for $202, and 5,000 of them for $326. Again, these prices are subject to change sometimes, but that's generally what we're able to do that for. And what we also like to do is we want to mail these in a sequence. So what we'll do after we mail the first mailer, we usually like to mail on a Monday. A week later, we'll mail another mailer. And in this case, it's the same mailer, but we just stamp Second Chance. It's a different postcard that we have printed that just says Second Chance. Talks a little bit about we mailed to you last week and this offer is expiring. On the other side, we mentioned that a little bit more. But we want to do this in a sequence. So I recommend that you mail at least 2, if not 3 times in a row. And it's usually 1 week after each other. Mailed on a Monday is the best, because then they get the postcard on Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday most of the time, if your postal service is diligent in how they actually deliver. And then we actually do a third mailer as a last chance. This is your last chance to book, but when we do that one, we normally do a little bit smaller of a postcard. In this case, it's a 6.5 by 9 inch postcard, so they're a little bit less to get printed. But by that point, they've probably remembered you. When you give them this type of an offer saying, hey, we were just in your neighborhood, pictures of the front of the neighborhood, and you mail them 2-3 times in a row, you're catching people's attention. You're becoming the neighborhood cleaner. So the third time, we're not mailing as big of a postcard to save on postage, but we're letting them know this is your last chance. Here's the restated free gifts. On the other side, we have the same Dear Client letter and talk about, again, this is the last chance to get these special offers with the expiration date actually on the postcard. Very powerful campaign. It's been really good for us. So here's another holiday postcard that we did. The same type of offers, actually, it's just worded differently and put down differently, where we have free gifts, and we mentioned the free gifts of a small amount of carpet cleaning, small amount of tile cleaning. Again, one of the biggest purposes for this is to cross-sell. I don't want to just come in. We're primarily a carpet cleaning company, right? So whatever primary service that you do, you want to mention some of the other services that you do, and in fact give more special offers for your secondary services so you can go in and do more than one type of service. That's one of the best things that we've learned for actually getting higher dollar tickets. We state our guarantee. We talk a little bit more about what they're going to get when they call, and then more about our guarantee, more about the free bottle of spot remover, and more about an expiration, and a little bit about why we're better than your average cleaning company. Here, free cleaning for our neighbors. Your neighborhood cleaners are giving away free carpet and tile before the holidays. It's not a gimmick, which is a really valid thing that you need to do, because they wonder why you're doing this. Is this a trick? Is it a joke? No, and here's why we're doing it. We love our neighbors, and we want to get to know you. We've been in business for a while. Here's a little bit about us and why we have a great reputation. Again, we state why are we giving away free cleaning, and we state specifically some of the benefits to our service. We don't just say carpet cleaning and tile cleaning and vinyl cleaning and spot remover, but we give benefits, and we actually sell that, because we're not just like the other guys in town. We're completely different. We think that we do a better job. In fact, here's our guarantee, and here's some of the different things that we do. When you advertise this way, you can actually charge more. Really. And we do. We're one of the most expensive cleaning companies in town. And this type of thing helps us to be able to do that. And here are some other variations. This is actually a second follow-up postcard for the postcard that I just showed you. This is a 6 by 11 inch postcard. So a little bit of a different size, because it's just laid down differently. A little bit cheaper to print, with the same type of an offer, and that'll usually be sent as a second or third postcard. And here's another follow-up postcard for one of the postcards I just showed you, where this one's a 6.5 by 9 inch postcard, again with the same stated offers. Sometimes we stamp the second chance or last chance here on the postcard as well. In this particular example, we did not, but the same type of offers, a little bit more condensed down. Here we have the second notice here, and then letting them know that this is indeed expiring and they need to take advantage of it. But very powerful stuff. So here are some tips on doing every door direct mail, some of the valuable things that I've learned over the years of doing it. First and foremost, target some of the top neighborhoods in town. This is one of the biggest mistakes that I see, because a lot of cleaners think, well, I don't want to go for the ultra nice neighborhoods. And there are lines drawn there to where maybe if you do have multi-million-dollar houses, if it's a neighborhood where there's a caretaker and you would never even get to talk to the client, you might not want to advertise in that neighborhood. But that's only in a few small areas, and even for there, you might want to mail to those areas some. But for the most part, don't just target middle class, regular, upper middle class, or even upper middle class, or even upper class neighborhoods. Above average is what you really want to be going for. Don't look at the average neighborhoods, but definitely the above average cost neighborhoods. Those people have more disposable income. And if you're already geared to be a upper end and high end cleaner, you're going to fit more into those neighborhoods as well. And I recommend that you do that. I recommend that you gear yourself to be an upper end and a higher end cleaner. But make sure that you're targeting some of the top neighborhoods when you're doing every door direct mail. If you're going to bother to do it, you might as well go for the best, right? Don't forget to make an offer. And like I mentioned, don't get bogged down with what the offers were that you saw here. You can do whatever offers you want. I do recommend that you don't do a 5 rooms for X dollars unless nobody else in your town does that, and I highly doubt if that's the case. I don't recommend that you do always just a regular dollar amount offer or percentage off, but instead maybe some of the ideas that I just showed you with either free gifts or increments of dollar amounts off for the amounts that you're spending, that type of thing. But give them an offer and give them an expiration date. Let them know that they have to call, and usually it's 2 to 3 weeks, maybe or so, after you actually send the mailer. You want to give them a little bit of a time to respond. And then make sure that you're mailing 2 or 3 times in a row. Don't be a one-hit wonder and mail once and forget about them. Being the neighborhood cleaner of choice is going to come by repetition, and you're going to mail them 2 or 3 times in a row, one week after another, and then maybe don't mail them for a few months, and then mail them another different sequence a few months later, 2 or 3 times in a row. Do that for a year or two, and you will be, mark my words, the neighborhood cleaner. You'll start to get in, especially when you start to get some of these testimonials and you do more of those. We just cleaned for your neighbor. They start to talk about you. and you get more referrals in that area. And sometimes you get more referrals even by the current clients when they start seeing those type of offers fly around the neighborhood. It turns out to be really, really sweet. Now, one thing that I always mention when I talk about getting new clients, EDDM, whatever, is don't forget about your current clients. They're your gold mine. Don't forget about them. The holidays is a great time to mail them. This is a holiday postcard that we sent. Actually, we're sending in another week to our clients, before and after cleanup, letting them know that we're there before and after to make their home look great for the holidays, letting them know to don't forget to refer us to your friends. Give your friends this postcard. We'll give them the same special offer, and it's a really light offer of free cinnamon deodorizer when we come out. And just reminding our clients to call us, and also too in email newsletters and on Facebook. Now, we're under no delusion that that should be the only way to market to them, because a lot of our clients don't always take our emails and don't always want to get our emails, and that's the same case for you. But nonetheless, it's a good idea to do that because it's so cheap and inexpensive to market to them on Facebook and email. But don't only do that, but do it. Make sure that you're doing it. Do all of it. So do all of this, and you'll actually become the top of mind for your clients and your prospects, and you'll build a steady cleaning business. These are some of the keys. All of the templates for the ads and postcards that we showed you here, and the graphic design, we can do the design for you for all of these, is available in my ad coaching club. Email me for details. Plus, we'll also give you help and walk you through getting all of this done. And all of that's inside my ad coaching club at hitmanadvertising.com/coaching. If you have questions about that, go to that link and read all of there. Sign up there. If you have particular questions still, shoot me an email, john@hitmanadvertising.com, or send me a message on Facebook. Happy holidays, guys. Go out and make money during this holiday season.